All right, welcome to Chapter 6, Lead Generation. Now, everything we've talked about to this point is extremely important to give you your roadmap on what you're going to execute. But this is the fundamentally most important aspect of your business. You're going to understand that this is something you have to internalize. You're going to do this day in and day out. Lead generation is how you're going to fuel your business. This is the gas for your car. This is the water for your plant. This is the food for nourishment for your body. I cannot stress how important lead generation is for your business. If any business is not generating leads and finding potential new clients, they're stagnating and they're likely not going to succeed in the long run. Now, leads aren't just names on a list. These are potential people that have already put their hand up saying they might be interested in what services you have to offer. Your goal is to constantly find more and more people that you can identify that want to work with you or they might want to work with you. Now, a large majority of real estate agents don't want to lead gen because it means that they're going to get rejected. So I want you to understand, we already talked about this in mindset, but you better get used to rejection. If you're going to be a successful real estate agent, rejection comes with the game. You're not going to be successful in sales and avoid rejection. If you're going to try and avoid rejection by not doing any work, you're stagnating, good luck, this might not be the business for you. So if you identify what your big why is, you're going to be able to move forward with that rejection. Also, rejection is a feedback mechanism. If somebody says no, it's for you to figure out, okay, what could I have done better for the next time? And you're going to constantly work to improving your offer. But at the end, the biggest real estate agent in your market gets rejected multiple times a day. So I hope you get rejected multiple times a day. The important thing is to be comfortable with rejection. Understand it's not a testament to you being bad, it's just part of the business. Regardless of how good your offer may be, somebody might not be interested in what it is that you're offering. So now that we're comfortable with understanding that rejection is part of the business, let's get on with it and find out how we're going to generate an abundance of leads. One of the most helpful things that I think is important for real estate agents is to create a business plan that is in line with your natural tendencies. So when I'm working with a real estate agent, usually what we'll do is we'll run a disc analysis for them, we'll do a KPA, and we're going to understand a little bit more about them. Now, this is important because we want to create a business plan that is built in line with their natural tendencies. I want you to swim with the current as opposed to against it. Now, me personally, I'm an introvert. So for me, creating a business plan that was very event heavy would have been extremely draining. So for me, I ended up doing more cold calls because it was something I felt more comfortable doing. On the flip side, you may have somebody that enjoys social gatherings. That's when you're going to create a lot more events, get a lot more face-to-face times. So some of your options on how you're going to generate leads. You're going to do online and you've got offline. You're going to do both, but you're also not going to spread yourself too thin. So when you're talking about online lead generation, you've got social media, you've got paid ads, you've got webinars, a variety of different ways that you can connect with people that are not geographically face-to-face with you. When you look at the offline situations, you're going to go door knocking, you're going to go cold calling, you've got open houses, you've got bank days, you've got a plethora of different opportunities where you can connect with people face to face. Your goal when you're generating leads is to have something, an item of value that you can offer to whoever it is you're talking to. Your goal is to connect with them and get their name, their phone number, their email, and their address. Now, you might not get all the information for all of them, but as long as you get some of the information, we're going to create campaigns through your database management to try and fill in those holes as well. But the goal is to get some sort of communication method that you can follow up with them at a later date. Again, I'm going to refer to a story that I told you guys about myself earlier. I used to be petrified of lead gen. I would go to my friends' parties, I would hang out, hand out my business card, but I didn't actually want to lead gen because I didn't want to get rejected. It was embarrassing to me if somebody would hang up or slam the door on my face, and I felt personally insulted. But that was because of my mindset and my shift in my perspective of things. But once you understand that, hey, listen, I'm here to just offer a specific thing of value, some people are going to be interested in it and others may not be. And if somebody says no, God bless, good luck, and you move on to the next one. Once you internalize the fact that rejection is part of the game, you're going to be able to focus more on finding people that are going to be interested in your item of value. My life and career absolutely changed when I understood my one thing was lead generation. I would cold call and dial hours at a time, day in and day out, consistently, regardless of some of the rude things people would say, when they would hang up my face, when they would laugh at me because I was soliciting them. It didn't matter. At the end of the day, I knew there was people out there that would be interested in what I had to offer. Now, what I had to offer at that time was a free market evaluation based on a sale of a home in their area. Now, again, laws have changed since I would cold call back then, but you're going to have different ways of generating leads. DMing people is a way to connect with somebody. DMs have an open rate of 95% when it comes to Instagram and Facebook. Imagine a 95% rate that you're gonna be able to actually connect with somebody. If you have a proper offer, if you have something of value that they're gonna be interested in taking you up on, you're gonna have a lot of success. But the key is staying consistent and doing this 100 times a day. Now we have something called at Keller Williams Bold 100. That is trying to talk to 100 people in a day. Now that's nothing to celebrate. I think if you are brand new in the business and you've got nothing but time, you should be doing that day in and day out. Just think about the compound effect. If you're talking to or attempting to talk to 100 people a day, every single day for a week, that's 500 people a week. If you do that for an entire year, that is 25,000 people that you've spoken to. Just through sheer math, even if your scripting is horrible and your offer isn't even that great, if you got 1% success rate on that 25,000, that's 250 people, right? So when you're first starting out, you're gonna just do sheer volume. You're just gonna do a lot and an abundance, and you're gonna see what works. And as you get better at it, you're gonna focus on improving your scripting and improving your objection handling. So you're not only gonna get 1%, you're gonna get 5%. You're not gonna increase your output, you're gonna increase your conversion rating. So there's all these different little tips and tricks that we're gonna work on throughout your career. But before you can even work on improving that, you have to just actually put the work forward and do the lead gen activities. So again, it doesn't matter if it's door knocking, cold calling, open houses, social media, paid ads, networking events, none of it matters. As long as you're doing something, it's key to identify what you're naturally good at, what people are gonna be able to tell that you take a passion for. You don't wanna do something that you feel like you're being forced to do it. If you're not somebody that is gonna enjoy door knocking, don't go do it because your scripting, your energy levels, it's gonna turn people off. So lead generation is extremely important. This is the hunting portion of your job. You're out there in the wilderness. Nobody's gonna come in there and bring food to you. You have to get out there and find it yourself. This is where you're gonna hone your skills. Next up, now, once you identify what your lead gen activity is going to be, it is key to go out there and execute and track your results. Now, for some of your bonus resources, I've included a checklist of lead generation tools that are gonna help you execute consistently. As well, we're gonna include a lead tracking spreadsheet designed for real estate agents with sections for contact dates, interests, responses, as well as follow-up reminders. Now, leads don't wait. If you're not taking advantage of the opportunity, somebody else is going to. So I want you to make sure that you're downloading the lead generation checklist and that you're executing today. Guys, it's not about getting all the results now. It's about planting the seeds. The leads you generate now is helping you build your pipeline for 90 to 180 days from now. So don't waste any time. There is no tomorrow. Get after it, do it now, and you're gonna be thanking me a year from now. I'll see you in the next chapter.